for the sake of the people that didn't hear me the first time. So I'm saying, first of all, congratulations for being here and big ups to you for being here. You saw an opportunity. You said, you know what, I want to make this investment in my life. I saw virtual assistants and I'm like, I'm seeing that there's a possibility here and you made it out today. So congrats, because that's the first step to achieving that goal. And thank you for also making that possible today. My name is Chioma. Like I said, I did call some of you, so I'm actually seeing some familiar names already. So, hi, I am your virtual assistant trainer, and we're going to be talking about how to become a sought after virtual assistant, which is what you want and which is what you would definitely achieve. Okay, so about TriTech, right? Because um, you need to see why you have to. Hi, Franca. Hi. um, so about TriTech Academy. So before we start, I want you to understand a few things and for you to see why it is an amazing opportunity that you are here, right? One thing for sure about TriTech is that we go beyond the traditional education to create life-changing learning experiences for our people. And not just that, we also nurture your potential behind the technology, strategy, and purpose of digital projects. Simply put, we already take what is in you and then we enhance it so that you can be able to be a solutions provider in the digital world, in the tech industry. Okay, and we provide immerse and project-based training in business analysis. Some of you already know, some of you are past tech candidates, so you already know what I'm talking about. So we offer project-based training in business analysis, cybersecurity, digital marketing, product management, data analysis, virtual assistants, and so much more. So our vision is that we're not just saying that, oh, we are the best for you, or we're going to give you the best training for you to be the best of the best, but we're telling you that actually we're going to give you the confidence to excel in every project and every career path that you choose to learn here at TriTech. Okay, and we'll be giving you the opportunity to also solve real world challenges with confidence. So we're eradicating all your imposter syndrome, your self-doubt, and so much more. Okay, so now for today's session. Like I promised, it was not going to be a long session. Today is Saturday, so I know that there are a million zillion things you could be doing today. And I don't want to eat too much of your time. But at the same time, I want to give you a thorough and a very extensive understanding of who a virtual assistant is, what a virtual assistant should be doing, and so much more. Okay? So, next slide, please. Okay, so I spoke about how we at TriTech, we give you the best and we ensure that you're staying top of mind and you are not just excelling in your industry, but you're actually part of the 1% who is the best. And we actually do have a track record of success for that. So we have 70% of our candidates land new roles in 4 months. That's means that if you've always been the one who you're probably new to the tech industry, after you've gone through our training in 4 months, you actually land your dream job. You actually get the gig. And our graduates now drive innovation at top industries, top organizations, including NHS, Barclays, HSBC, and many more. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you are super excited about this. And honestly, I haven't even started, so I know that there's still so much more that I would say that would interest you, and you're just going to be like, yes, this was the perfect uh, decision that I've ever made. Okay, so once again, welcome to your virtual assistant journey. So what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about the introductory part of who a virtual assistant is, what virtual assistant is all about, why this course, why are we talking about this course, what makes you think that, oh, this course, this career path is perfect for you. Then we'll also be talking about why becoming a VA is a game changer. You probably joined here because you're curious. You probably joined here because you've heard so many amazing things about being a virtual assistant. You want to work from the comfort of your home. All of that and how you're going to get there would be spoken about today. It is not a far-fetched dream. It is not a dream. It's something that you can always bring into reality, and is not out of the blue, or is not out of reach. Okay, so first off, let's talk about who a VA is. So because I want to know if we're on the same page before I go into what a virtual assistant is, I would like to see what you think about who a virtual assistant is. Very quickly, I'm going to give you like 5 minutes, even though it's just one person that can give me their own understanding of who a virtual assistant is in the chat box. Even though it's just one person or two persons, the reason why I'm asking this is because honestly, we do virtual assistants roles every single day of our lives. No matter what uh, job you're doing, no matter who you are, no matter the skills you think you have, you actually do some or maybe more virtual assistants roles. So I would like to see okay, is a person who works remotely to give services. That's actually a very brilliant answer. But I want to see one more. I want to see one more definition. And I don't want you going on Google or ChatGPT. I want you to give me what you understand, because that's your understanding that would actually make you see reasons why virtual assistance is not so much of a complicated thing. It's not a big deal. Okay? Okay, I'm seeing more great definitions. A VA, so Franca says, a VA is a person that assists people virtually. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. Oh, I missed that. Uh, that assist people virtually. Give me 1 second, please. Okay. Okay, so Oyinda is saying, I'm missing all my chat, but I'm seeing very good examples or definitions of a virtual assistant, a person that works online. Blessing is saying that a person that works online to support another person or business. That is actually a very, very good definition. I really like the fact that everybody has a really great foundational understanding of who and what a virtual assistant is. A remote problem solver, Daily, that is actually a very intelligent and concise definition. So I know that we all have great foundational knowledge of who and what a virtual assistant is. So I will be giving you a more. I'm seeing that there's little words that I'm missing. So I'm going to give you something that encapsulates all of the things that you're saying, and for you to see that, you know what, this is actually not a bad idea. Okay, so moving on to the definition of a virtual assistant, first of all, is a professional. That is the word that was missing in majority of your definition. Again, you were giving me amazing definitions, because I'm even looking at Fatima's definition. She's saying that it's a person that works remotely to help handle tasks like email, social media management, and so many more. That's a great, great example. But most importantly, a virtual assistant is a professional. Okay? A virtual assistant is a professional who provides remote administrative, technical, or creative assistance to clients. Okay? So I know that I'm confident enough to say that I don't have to um, drag the definition so much, but I would still love to break it down so that it's more simplified, right? And easy to digest and easy for you to really grasp the weight of a virtual assistant. Okay. So the first line, a VA is a professional. So let's just say you are a professional, right? Oyinda, you are very correct. So Oyinda did get that part. You are a professional who provides remote. So that remote is another key point because being a virtual assistant, and those services is the help, administrative. Now, in this context, administrative means a business, an organization, okay? And tech or technical, all right? Or technical or creative. You see, um, before I make my second point, there's always something I always say. I used to say it as a joke before, but the longer I stayed in this field, the more I realized that it is not a joke anymore. It's actually my reality. And it goes as thus. I never work a day in my life, but somehow I make money. Why do I say that? Because being a virtual assistant means that these are tasks that you carry out every single day of your life. These are human tasks. Does that make sense? I'm going to give you examples because I love to give examples. So everyday examples, like I said, is a everyday activity. But the only difference is that I get paid doing nothing. And that nothing per se is doing things that I usually do for free, but now I get paid to do it. And even more so, I get paid to do it at the comfort of my home, in my own space, in my own abode, in a place that is safe for me. And I just make money doing stuff that I usually do every other day. So that's a point that I really wanted to make. So taking it to our definition because we want to understand the theoretical part of it. Yes. So a virtual assistant offers remote administrative, technical, or creative. So many of you here who are creative people, you're probably a writer here. You're probably a writer. You probably just have a flair of things that are aesthetic, things that are pretty. You know how to join pretty things together. You know your psychology of colors. You know what colors work. You know how to organize things properly. These are creative things that you may have just naturally, right? And you offer this assistance to clients. You get paid to do this. You get paid to assist people with things that comes natural to you, but it doesn't come natural to them. Or probably they're too busy, or they just need a second brain. That's who a virtual assistant is. Now, a virtual assistant work with entrepreneurs, like I said, under the aspect of administrative assistance. You work with entrepreneurs, you work with small businesses or corporate executives, all from the comfort of your home. I think there's something that we all know by now. And that thing is that when you're able to work in the comfort of your home, that in itself is luxury because you're not thinking of the stress of living, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom or a single mother and you're taking care of kids and the family, thinking of how to be mobile with that, leaving this place, going to the office, then worrying about the kids, who's going to take care of the kids, who is going to do this, who's going to do that. But a virtual assistant means that you get to get your job done, make an impact, contribute to the family while still being present, literally, literally present in the house, being present for your family, but still getting things done. How beautiful is that? How luxurious in itself is that? That is just so much luxury. And that is what a virtual assistant provides for you. Okay? And on top of that, you get to choose your hours. You get to select your client. Now we're going to get there because that's where things get even more interesting. And I'm sure you might be thinking, oh my God, this is so good. Yes, it is good. And it feels good. It does feel good that you're able to not only make money doing a job, but doing a job that you actually enjoy. You get what I'm saying? So you know how we mentioned something about creative assistance. You can decide to select your client. You want to work with clients that are in the fashion industry. You love fashion, and you want to be able to provide assistance, creative assistance. You can decide to be a virtual assistant to a small business owner who runs a fashion house or a fashion industry. If that is your type of fun, it can be anything. It can be literally anything. But probably you just love to write. And you're like, I want to be a writer, but at the same time, I want to be a virtual assistant. How do I do that? You can always offer your creative help as a writer to probably a business person who runs a media house. You can help with administrative tasks alongside your creative uh, task as well. So you get to choose your hours, select your clients, and design your lifestyle. You run things. Being a virtual assistant is also being an entrepreneur. You work, I mean, you work for people, at the same time, you're also working for yourself. I mean, when you're working with clients, you're still working for someone, but it's still at your own time, how you want things to run out for you. Okay, so now we've been able to understand what a virtual assistant is, but I don't want to assume. If what I said if you learned something different, kindly drop your favorite emoji in the chat box, please. I want to see if I've actually been making so much sense. Your favorite emoji, please. Great, thank you, Fatima. Oh, lovely, Chinyere. Oh, lovely. Okay. So let's get to the next point. So now, why do people choose to become a virtual assistant? That's a really good question. But at the same time, I see it as a question that is like, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer because everybody deserves to enjoy what they do. I think is an underrated form of joy as a person, and even as the person, as humans, it's great that you're able to make money and still enjoy it. It doesn't have to be this or that. It doesn't have to be, it's either you're enjoying your job and you're not making money, or you're making money and you're not enjoying your job. No, you can actually enjoy what you do as a person and still make lots of money from it. This is not about selling the big dream. It's about telling you that there's actually more to life than what you presently know. So if you're feeling like you're a stay-at-home mom and it's so much luxury, it's too much for you to be able to be present for your family and still be present for your family financially and emotionally. It's not out of the ordinary. It's not something that is far-fetched. Or maybe you want to switch careers and you're feeling this fear, self-doubt, especially when you begin to feel this imposter syndrome, like, what if they feel like I'm a fraud? What if they feel like I'm not doing it well? No, these are tasks that you do every single day. So it gives you, the reason why people choose to be a virtual assistant is the luxury of time and flexibility. You get to be your own boss, work when you want to, do the things that you want to do at your own time, at your own pace, and still get paid for it. Provided that you do a good job, you get higher pay, you know, financial freedom. Like I said, you can earn based on your skills and efforts. Now, what this means is that the more you learn, the more you become valuable, right? There are people who have so many skills. They know how to when it comes to graphics, graphic designing, editing videos, when it comes to public speaking, when it comes to writing, when it comes to presentation, they know how to do all of these things. And it's not that they are lucky, it is not that they are God's favorite, but these are things that they actually did put in the effort to learn. Personally, I know how to do so many things, and that is why the more things that I learn and the more skills that I have, the more I get to have my pay increased or have my rate increased without any fear or doubt. So you work from home. Just so you know, I'm in the comfort of my home. So that really cancels it. So you can work from anywhere in the world. And let's say, for instance, you're in Nigeria, you can actually work with international companies because you're working from home. There is no limitation to the time zone. There's no limitation to, and if that is something that you like, I'm sure that is exactly what you like. And if you do like that, please give me your favorite emoji because yes, you can actually achieve that. There are people that are making tons of money per hour, people that are making tons of money in a month, in a week. These are not things that are far-fetched. It's just that you have the skills, you have the knowledge, and you are a virtual assistant. So yes, you can be that person. Okay. And let's say, for instance, you are unemployed. You've been in between jobs for the longest. And at this point, you're wondering why God have favorites people because why are you not being able to get a job? Probably because you haven't really considered virtual assistants and you've not understood that being a virtual assistant can open so much doors for you that you even begin to create jobs on your own without having to apply this or apply that. It gets to a point that people would seek your services. There are lots of entrepreneurs who are seeking the services of a virtual assistant. I feel like virtual assistant is one of the roles that are in demand more now because a lot of companies need that support. A lot of entrepreneurs, busy entrepreneurs, fast-paced, fast-paced companies that need people to for that extra hand, you know. So it's kind of creates an opportunity for you, right? um Gives you extra income. The fact that you're working fully remote, it allows you to focus on the things that are very important to you. Okay, if you're working in a physical place and probably you're a hotel attendant, you have to be at the hotel. When you're there, it's like you can't get other things done. But when you're working fully remote, you have your laptop, have your functional laptop, you have your internet connection, you have your phone. You know that you can always multitask when you're with your phone and your devices. You don't have to do just one thing. So you can be doing that and be doing other things you want to be doing with your life. You can be a virtual assistant and still be a writer. You can even make yourself a brand and just you're offering diverse services. You get what I mean? So yeah, you can also develop new skills as you go. So as you are very flexible along the line, you see that there are some more services that are in demand and you can learn more of these things, right? Okay, Oinda, I'm going to come to your question very soon. So you have passion for assisting. You remember when I said that um, I would never work a day in my life, but I'll still make money from doing nothing? That's because it has always been in me. I've always loved to um, be useful to people. I've always loved to assist people personally. And I'm sure that there's someone that is just like me here. You probably just like to assist people, like, oh, let me see that. Let me help you with that. Maybe it could be as little as your friend calling you. Hello, attractive. Please, I want you to remind me of my brother-in-law's birthday next week. I won't be able to remember. Please remind me. And you put it in a calendar, and then you call this person and be like, oh, make sure you remember your friend. I'm sure you've done this before with your friends. I'm sure you're that friend that you always tell stuff because you just have this amazing memory. right? Or you're that friend that you love to organize things. You have a Notion. You have a Notion app, and your Notion app is always active. You're that person. Trust me, that is one of the skills that you need as a virtual assistant. So tell me, imagine having that skill already and somebody paying you to do that, things that you've always been doing. Doesn't that feel great? That feels fantastic, you know? And like I said, if you're a stay-at-home mom, you earn decent incomes while managing family life. Being a stay-at-home mom in itself is a task. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Having to take the children to school, pick them up, make their breakfast and their lunch, attend to your husband, attend to whatever it is, attend to family, extended family, your aunties, your this, your that, is a lot of job, a lot of keeping up to do. But when you're a virtual assistant, that also allows you to implement all the things that you already do in the household while being in the house. You know what I mean? So that's it about why people choose to become a virtual assistant. There's so many reasons that could be personal to you. Maybe you're just curious, you've heard one or two things about this, or probably because you just love TriTech and you're just like, I want to apply for another course because you had a very great experience with TriTech with previous courses. We get that a lot. And trust me, even your curiosity will still end up turning into passion and genuine love and like for this course because it's a lot and it's beautiful and it's amazing. And I also have to tell you that I, for one, am a virtual assistant as well. That is why I'm speaking, not just based on experience, I'm living it right now. Okay? I'm literally living it as we speak. I'm a virtual assistant to Dr. Cole at TriTech. So I'm going to also be walking you through what my processes, my workflow, my work processes looks like. And that is why I am even in the best place to train you because you're not just being trained by someone who read it somewhere or have knowledge. I also have hands-on experience. Still, you're going to love this. Next slide, please. So, hi again. So like I said, I'm a virtual assistant at TriTech to Dr. Cool at TriTech Academy. And I'm going to be showing you what it looks like, a sneak peek of what it looks like in my life as a virtual assistant. Okay, so let me start by saying that I work from home 100%. I'm actually at home as we speak. So yes, I mean, it's Saturday, yes, well, but I'm always at home working from home. And all I need to do, all is expected of me is to ensure that my phone and my laptops are working and functional so that I can be able to offer my services online. And it's great. It's nice. It's fun. I have lots of fun when I do my job. Okay, so I work with doctor with a lot of administrative and technical tasks and sometimes even creative tasks as well. And that's why I said that the more you learn, the more skills you have, the more valuable you become. Because whatever task or whatever job that is brought to you, you know what to do with it. Does that make sense? So if you've always been thinking of, oh, probably should I do this or that, you don't have to do this or that. You can do both. So if it's social media, somebody mentioned in their definition that something about offering social media management, that is also part of it. It doesn't only end there. Maybe you're really good with um yeah, nice to connect with you too, Edith. Maybe you're also very good at PR. Maybe you love to plan things. You know how to perfectly orchestrate stuff. You know how to make things happen. You can always offer this services to your clients or to whoever it is that you're working with. So for me, I also assist doctor with her administrative roles, and I enjoy that very much. Now, let me also give you a disclaimer. You have to be an alert person. In as much as being a VA sounds pretty great, you also have to be ready to do some internal work too, because I'm not here to perform magic. I'm here to train you, but at the same time, I'm here to hold your hands and encourage you that you're doing great, but here is how you can be better than how you already are. So that is the important thing. You have to be at alert. You have to be reliable. You have to make sure that you're always close to your phone when there's a quick task, an urgent task to do. You have to be available to do that. I mean, we're with our phones 247. That should be the least of your worries. Just make sure that your phones are fully charged at all times, your connection is stable, and if it's not, always learn how to communicate. Communication is also a very important thing that you should know as a virtual assistant. Now, I'm just still walking you through how my day is like. It's pretty much every day is not the same. Every day is not the same. Um, Sometimes you have to be more active in the mornings. Sometimes you have to be more active in the afternoons. Sometimes there are more meetings than other days. Some days are you need your full focus there. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is that is fully remote and it's totally at your own terms. If you're able to deliver, fine, great. If you're saying, okay, maybe now is not great for me, maybe the kids come back in the afternoon and you can only work efficiently at night or during the evening, that's perfect as well. So most importantly, I manage emails, social media. Personally, not so much of social media, but when it comes to emails, email management, communication etiquette, knowing how to solve crisis, crisis management, or how to converse with maybe having difficult conversations, or just basically being the mediator. Sometimes you also have to pick up with that. And I'm sure that even as a person, like your day-to-day activities, those are the things that actually happen. Like I said, these things are things that already we are familiar with. It's nothing that is out of the ordinary. Um, at home, there could be some little, yes, exactly, conflict resolution. Great. But sometimes at home or really, maybe within your friends, somebody said something, the person didn't understand, and the person got upset. Then you're at the middle, you're like, what do we do? I want us to be friends again. Things like this also happen in the business world. It is very, very similar. These things happen because, first of all, we are humans before any other thing. So, as a virtual assistant, you can also offer such help, maybe being more polite, be more emotionally intelligent to apply in situations that might arise at any point in time. So basically, the role of the virtual assistant is actually very important. Don't just feel yourself as an assistant. See yourself as someone who is the backbone, actually. Because anything that happens, you're the person that comes to mind first. Anything that wants to happen, you're the one that comes to mind first, right? What else? You also get to avoid office politics. You get to avoid rush hour stress. Basically, I don't ever worry about any of those. I promise you, I don't worry about any of those because I'm here in my house chilling. Whatever thing that is happening is very far away from me. I'll tell you that for a fact. And you also have more time for personal life and self-care. So I'm going to be a little personal with you because I'm just like that. So me, for one, I don't joke with my self-care. So, and I have that luxury of time to focus on my own personal growth as a person. Um, and for me, if I'm able to focus on my personal growth, it enables me to show up better because I feel brand new, I feel rejuvenated. During the weekends, I go to the spa, take myself on ice cream dates. That's something you pretty much might not be able to get when you are having a physical job and every single day and you know so yeah, that's basically how my life as a virtual assistant is. And I also have to talk about the fact that the financial freedom that comes with that is amazing. And let me also add, because it's part of what I mentioned before, you can do many things. It doesn't tie you down. It doesn't say that, oh, you have to be for this person alone. You can have numerous other clients or persons to work with. And you don't have to be a VA for everyone. You can be anything that you want to be at every point in time. And if that's the kind of person you would love to become, that is exactly what you can achieve. Okay? So that's it about what my day in my life as a virtual assistant looks like. So next slide, please. The virtual assistant lifestyle. It's actually the dream. Because in as much as we're trying to keep it a little modest, it's actually the dream. And I'm going to tell you more about that. Okay, so first of all, you could be literally sipping coffee at your favorite cafe while working on your laptop. Last week, um, there was this new cafe around that I saw. It was really aesthetically pleasing. It all the skills I could plug in my laptop, and I was just there working, and oh, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. Um, so you can literally be anywhere at the comfort of your home or any position that you actually like. You like this spot, today you're at your favorite cafe, the next day you're literally at this nice poolside, you love the view and you want to work from there. Anything that you want. And it also enables you to spend quality time with family. I think this is an important point to state out because there are lots of jobs that we do that kind of drift us further away from the people that we actually care about. And we don't do this intentionally. We actually just find ourselves in this situation because of the nature of our jobs. But when your family are literally seeing you every time, it already creates a bond. And guess what? You don't have to keep explaining, oh, this is it, because they're literally seeing the work that you're putting in and they understand because they're seeing you. They're seeing you there, your presence, right? And because you can always pick the time that you want to work with your family, it already creates this bond with you. So if you're looking for a way to improve the quality of the relationship you have with your friends, your close friends, people who care about you, especially your family, being a virtual assistant is a great job that you need for you to achieve that. And you also have full control over your financial future. You know where you're going to be in the next 5 years. You know where you're going to be in the next 3 years. You literally know where you're going to be at every point in time because you know where your money is going to. You know what is happening. You just have control over everything. So, yes, that is how the VA lifestyle is. It's beautiful, it's amazing, and I recommend 100%. Next slide, please. So why a virtual assistant might be right for you. Now, let me also clear one misconception. The reason why I'm clearing this misconception is because I was having a conversation with someone about last week, and the person made it seem like it was a gender-based role. Not only women can be virtual assistants, men can be virtual assistants as well, and you can excel really good at that role, provided that you are agile, you have great communication skills, your soft skills, like all the soft skills you can think of, you've been working on and you're great at it, please, by all means, go into that. Okay? So, my first point, not everyone can or wants to be a project manager or business analyst. Okay? So, that's the first thing I'm going to say. And I'm saying this because virtual assistance is also a tech-related course. Contrary to what you might have been told in the past, virtual assistant is a tech-related role, right? It's a tech-based role. You're also into tech, but just because you've been told that, oh, a PM or BA, project manager, business analyst, I want to be that because you've heard this and that, not everyone can be these two things. And best believe that if you're talking about like, oh, how much will you be earning? Does the project manager earn more than a virtual assistant? Those are actually very subjective because it is still reliant on the skills and how valuable you are willing to become. If you're willing to become very valuable, and when I mean very valuable, I mean you're willing to learn all the skills that is needed to be learned. You're willing to know how to use all the tools that you need to learn to use. If you're willing to be open-minded about your personal growth and your growth to excel in this course and to excel in this role when you eventually finish the course, then you can actually make so much money, a lot of money, in fact. So you may not have this experience. Now, this also takes me to my next point, which is you may not have years of experience or specific degree, but you can still succeed as a VA. I think the role of a virtual assistant is very interesting because you don't need a specific kind of certificate. So if you're probably now not being so confident that, oh, I didn't learn this, or oh, I've left school a very long time ago. I don't know if I do this. I don't know. I never probably even finished college. I don't know if I can do this. You can. As a matter of fact, you can. As long as what I've said before about your skills, what you're willing to learn, and how far you're willing to go, that's all you need. A virtual assistant is a very experience-based job. It's a very skill-based job. You need to have these skills. And most of the times you actually learn on the job. That's what I will tell you. You actually learn on the job. But there are some things that you just need to know foundationally, the foundational base of it. There's some things you just have to know. And yeah, that's basically it. A virtual assistant's work is accessible, flexible, and allows you to build a career on your own terms. All this is on you. It's all on you. If you want to make yourself more available, maybe because maybe you have a goal to achieve. You said, okay, I want to be able to make this and that to settle this specific bills at home or whatever. You can decide to take in more jobs. You can decide to take in more roles with different clients, but it's all on your own terms. You're not forced to do anything. It is your career that you're building by yourself and you're growing by yourself. And last but not the least, if you love organizing, you know, I said this earlier, if you love organizing, supporting others, and managing tasks, a virtual assistant could be the best, perfect fit for you. You just love to organize things, you love to plan things, you love to be the one to take the itinerary, take notes. This is the best for you. So, next slide, please. How can you get started? Enroll, first of all, you have to enroll in our comprehensive virtual assistant course. Okay, that's the first thing for you. Get your hands-on training with industry experts. So when you enroll to our course, the next thing is that you're going to get trained. Like I said before, you're going to get trained with industry experts. I am not just one that I'm speaking based on knowledge, because you can literally learn anything and speak to anyone as long as you know how to speak. But I have industry experience, hands-on experience, and I'm an expert. I'm an expert virtual assistant, a professional virtual assistant. So imagine me walking you through my own workflow, how I attend to my clients, how I also do my own things, and you're seeing it, real life examples, and all of this. That's perfect. That's how you can also get started. Receiving ongoing support and joining a thriving virtual assistant community. You're not doing this alone. You see, I feel like the reason why most people lose interest in a lot of things, which I'm sure you can also relate with this, is when you feel like you're doing it all by yourself. You then get very overwhelmed. It's a lot of information. Where do I start? How do I do this? How do I do that? That's usually what causes people to lose faith or lose hope and all of that. But here at TriTech, we give you the ongoing support. And ongoing support means that as you go, you're getting the support. So it's not as if at any point in time, the support ends. If you feel like there's still something that you're not understanding, or you're not getting, you would always get that support as long as you're able to communicate your displeasure, or you're communicating how you feel, you're overwhelmed, you're this and that. You always get that support at every point in time. And we have a great virtual assistance community. There's always someone there to help you, and you can always come talk to me. I mean, from this, I'm sure you already love the sessions. You can just imagine how the training is going to go. So you learn everything from setting up your business to finding clients. Now, being a virtual assistant, it also means that you also have to focus on your personal brand. You have to tell people, you know, as a business, if you own, no matter the business you have or you plan to have, when you have the business, the next thing is for you to tell people about this business. So how do you tell people that, hey, my name is Amaka and I am a virtual assistant? So that is how we also show you support. We show you how, we teach you, show you, not just teaching, we're also showing you how you can set up your own business and how you can find more clients based on your own skills, based on your own interests, based on anything that you like and you love to explore. You get that? So next slide, please. What you will get from the TriTech virtual assistance course. First of all, curriculum. I think this is the most important thing because you don't want to miss out on anything that is important. I know for a fact, and I'm also very glad and confident that majority of you have a great foundational understanding of what a virtual assistant does and who a virtual assistant is, but it is more than that, right? Um, you also have to understand that there is an advanced client management and specialized services that may be beyond your basic understanding of it. There is something that is more intricate, something that is extensive, something that you really need to understand. And these are the things that are in the curriculum as well. Making use of tools that you've probably never heard before, or you don't have, like probably you have basic knowledge to it, but they are more than what you think you know. And these are the tools that would also help you to excel in your career or in your field or in your role, right? The next thing is the real world experiences. I think this is also very important because it's one thing for us to just give you a make-believe task or give you a hypothetical situation. But in this case, I'm not giving you example, we're giving you experiences, real life experiences. So you have to engage with practical assignments. So these assignments that we're giving to you are actually you delivering this task for real. So it's not just an example that it's always a make-believe. It's a real life experience with practical examples, real life scenarios and quizzes. So that means you have to take it very seriously. It needs to also give you the confidence so that when you eventually finish the course and you're applying, you don't have that, it cancels that imposter syndrome. You know, I said not about the imposter syndrome. The reason why I keep mentioning that is because imposter syndrome is the reason why so many people are not moving forward, because you constantly feel like you're a fraud, you constantly feel like you're scamming people, you're fraudulent, like, oh, I don't really have this guy, I'm just lying to people. No, by the time you take this real life experiences, it gives you the confidence that yes, I actually did this. So even when you're selling yourself, you know you're selling yourself with confidence that you actually did get these things done in real time, and these were the real results that you got from your real services that you provided. Does that make sense? If that makes sense to you, use your favorite emoji. Okay, so the next is expert guidance. Like I said, I am an expert virtual assistant, a professional virtual assistant, and I'll be walking you through what it's like. Okay, walking you through your journey. Lovely, attractive, lovely Olakunle. So giving you the guidance for you to be able to reach your full potential. I keep saying it that there is nobody that it doesn't like I'm not good at this or I'm bad at this. There's nothing like that. All you need is that guidance. All you need is someone to show you. that you're actually making progress. People's progress rates or understanding things are different. And that is absolutely okay. Some people, before you even say the complete sentence, they understand you. While there's some others, they need more time to understand something. That doesn't make you dumb. That doesn't make you slow. That doesn't make you not understand. It just means that you prefer to understand it totally, and you prefer to understand it to a point that you're very confident that you understand it before you move forward. So if you need extra guidance and you need that expert dedicated time and effort, that's exactly what you'll be getting from us as well. Fully flexible learning. So you get to enjoy your self-paced modules formulated by interactive weekly Q&A sessions, accessible anytime, anywhere. I do understand that everybody here have different schedules. Everybody here have different way of working, different way of doing things, different time zones as well. So you get to enjoy the flexibility of that. You work at your own pace, you learn at your own pace. The only thing is that you just have to be committed to it. That's all that is required of you. And I'm very certain that before you get the course, I'm sure you've made up your mind that you're going to be committed to this because of what you want to achieve from this course and this entire experience. Career-oriented training. Build a compelling personal brand, master client acquisition techniques, develop long-term client relationships. Like I said, before you start any business, you need to work on your personal brand. People need to know that you need to associate you with this. And for them to associate you with that, you need to have a compelling personal brand. So to understand this is going to be at the cost for you to properly understand this part. But that's also part of what you're going to be getting from the virtual assistance course, of course. Now, the supportive community, there's nothing like, you see, there's nothing like you did it alone or you're alone. When you are with people and when you have people who are going to be actually there to support you, to push you, to encourage you, it's just amazing. It's just an amazing thing. And actually, it helps you get to your destination even faster. There's this saying that if you want to go well, if you want to go fast, you have to go with people. So when you have that team player mindset and you come in with it, plus witnessing the supportive community, you could even make friends in the team, maybe someone that could be an accountability partner for you, just a personal thing if you wish. That is just part of what would help you. You know, that is something that will just help you um, learn faster. You get what I mean? That's what is going to help you learn faster. Extensive resources. So you have access to download toolkits, templates, checklists, and recorded instructional sessions. So you have the resources. All you have to do now, you have the resources, you have everything that you need at your disposal. It is all yours. You have it at any point in time. Then certification, you earn a recognized certificate to validate your professional skills. So it is not just that it ends at taking a course. You also have a certificate that is valid, that is verified, that even when you put it in your CV, it is recognized. That is the most important thing, that you have a certification and you have people that is going to say that they the certificate that's going to back you up that yes, you actually did take this course and you are actually an expert now. And you have certificates of completion, show your credentials to potential clients and employers. So that is all you're going to get in from the VA course. And I feel like there's so much more than this because the part where after you've gotten the course and you now see yourself building a whole career, a whole successful career. Let me be very detailed about that. Successful career out of it is also a plus for you. That is something that is, to me, is invaluable, right? Because now you've been able to start and then build, right? Okay, so next slide, please. Fantastic. So like I said, you're going to have an extensive curriculum, and this is what the timetable looks like. Starting April 1st, this course will be starting on April 1st, 2025, and we're going to be coming together Fridays and Saturdays, okay? By 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, covering a huge topic base. So like I said, virtual assistant is more than what you thought it was, in as much as you have amazing foundational knowledge of who a virtual assistant is and what a virtual assistant does. There is more to it. You would also be going through the introduction to virtual assistants, which we've actually kind of done here, but we would also be getting to master the essential tools that you would be using and be associating yourself with: Gmail, Outlook, Zoom, managing different time zones, creating productive workspaces, professional communication, email etiquette, handling difficult client conversations, like I mentioned earlier, collaboration tools like Slack, Google Workspace, MS tools, calendar management, scheduling and reminders, administrative support, personal branding, which is the most important part if you're trying to sell your services to attract clients and more people to you. You're going to have to learn so much about your branding. So your branding, LinkedIn optimization, virtual assistant portfolio. You need a portfolio. You need to know how to write compelling client proposal, client acquisition, invoice and payment management, amongst others. So you can see how extensive it is. What about those not available on those days? Oh, that's a great question, Attractive. Like I said before, this learning is based on your own timing. So even when you're not available here, there is still going to be a recorded session for you. So you can always come back to it at any point in time. Okay, so this eliminates the question of, oh, what if I'm not around? What if I'm busy? It's fine. You can do what you want to do. That's why it's a very flexible learning curve for you. Okay, does that answer your question, Attractive? Please let me know if you have any more questions from here about this learning curve, this learning process. Okay, fantastic. So we start April 1st and end May 3rd. Okay. Oh, that's fantastic, Attractive. That's fantastic. Okay. Next slide, please. Okay, so for this course, the cost of this course is £199. It actually used to be £299, but because of, congratulations to us and to us all, our 8th anniversary at TriTech, there's a discount of £199. So if it's something that you're interested in, and it's something that you're saying to yourself, oh yes, I actually do want this course and I do want to make a career out of this, please text payment in the chat box for me, please. Or you can also text it to Segun plus the number there. The number is +44 7957 206908. Oh, fantastic, Oyinda. Fantastic, Christine. Fantastic, fantastic. So you can also text this to this number, the number on your screen. Yes, amazing. So I'm going to leave this up for a while. If you need time copying the number, +44 7957 206908. You can text the word payment to Segun, or you can text installments to Segun at the same number. So you can also drop your name and your contact number in the chat, please, so we can text you and call you if you're interested. I think people love things that are super easy for them to do. So to make it super easy for you, you can always drop your name and your contact details, and someone will reach out to you about it. That's super easy. So I'm going to leave this on the box first. So for those asking for the installment, so what you're going to do is to message the number, please, or drop your contact details and we'll reach out to you. Is that okay, David? Someone else asked that same question, but I'm sure I've been able to answer that totally. Okay, amazing, amazing, amazing. So just drop your number. About the installments, you can always get that sorted once you drop your name and your phone number, and we'll reach out to you about that. Okay? So can I have the next slide, please? So Nigerian, Ghana, you can also do the same thing. Text the word payments and you would reach out to Rookie at +234-8138-954690. So if you're in Ghana or you're in Nigeria, this is the contact detail to reach out to. Okay, so do the same thing that we did the first time. You can drop your phone number and your name in front of your phone number. So if you're Nigerian based or you're Ghana based, this is the guy for you, Rookie. His number is in front. So the previous number was those based in the UK. Do we get it now? So based in the UK, if you're based in Nigeria, Ghana, you can reach out to Rookie. Does that make sense? Yes. And alternatively, write your name. You can write it in this number. Number on your screen. You can text payment to or installments to this number on your screen. Okay. So if it's installments that you want to do, like those, like the person who asked me before, person who was asking before, you can text installments so that we know that installments you want to pay in installments, and then payments is if you want to pay in full. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to us? If you still need clarity on that, please ask me in the chat box. Let me see about the possibility of getting, okay, somebody's asking, Oyinda, you're asking me if you would get the possibility of, okay, if you get the possibility of getting a fully remote virtual job abroad if you're based in Nigeria. Of course, absolutely. Using myself as an example, since, because I know that a lot of you love to see real life examples and someone you can relate to it. I presently, like I said before, work with Tritech. Tritech is based in the UK and I am based in Nigeria. So that answers your question. So you can definitely get a remote job working from Nigeria. Okay? You can definitely work from anywhere in the world, working with whoever you want to work with along. Anywhere, anywhere, anytime. It is not something that is far-fetched. It's not something that, oh, we've probably heard this a lot in lots of adverts before now. Some are scams, but you can see me and I'm a testament to that, that you can actually work anywhere. So yes. Is it a certified course? Of course, it's a certified course. You would get your certificates. You get your certificates when you're done with the training, and the certificate is actually verified. You can actually use it for any purpose that you want. Maybe you want your clients to know that, yes, you actually did go through training. You're actually an expert. You're actually a professional. Yes, you can use certificates that we give to you. The next question, so a question that I want to, does Tritech really help with getting jobs? Tritech puts you in position where it is very easy, and provided that you also have put in the work, right? That's also very important for me to state out. It makes it very, very easy for you to land your job. Like I said before, our success rate, our success stories, 70% of our candidates, graduates, actually gets jobs, gets roles in 4 months, within the space of 4 months, you know. So yes, we put in a position where it is hard for anybody to say no to you. So if that answers your question. Paying in installments doesn't come with strings attached. No, it doesn't. If what you're asking is if we're being transparent, yes, we're totally being transparent about it. You can always pay in installments. We give you this opportunity, we give you this option, this payment option, because we know that not everybody might be able to pay in full at the moment, but you can always pay in installments. But I'm sure there should be terms and conditions surrounding this. And that is why you can always reach out to Rookie if you're Nigerian based, Amaka, if you're Nigerian based, you can always reach out to Rookie. And if you're UK based, you can always reach out to Shegun about this installment, okay? So that you understand what it is. We're very transparent. So any question you have, be very open to asking, okay? So my issue is that you work with Tribe, I'm not all going to. Definitely. So you're not all going to be working with TriTech, but the only reason why I mentioned that is because of the sake of wanted you to just see how it is from my own perspective. So yes, definitely you don't have to work with TriTech for you to get that verification certification. I also mentioned a couple of industries that we worked that our candidates or previous candidates have gotten jobs in. So yeah, so if you're asking about if your certification is still going to get you jobs elsewhere, your answer is yes, it will. So yeah, I hope that answers your question properly. Do I have any more questions? Okay, so you can always drop your number for payment details. Okay. You can put your name, your full name, and your contact details, um, and we'll send you the payment details. Is that okay? Did we understand what I just said? If you're interested in making the payments, either the payments or installments, drop your full name so that we know who we're talking to, who is making such requests, and we will get you the payment details. Okay. Do you have any more questions for me? Amazing, Maxwell. Amazing. Do you have any more questions for me regarding this? Amazing, Miriam. Amazing. So you can text payments. So if you are UK based, you can text payments to Shegun. The number is on the screen. So we're going to drop. So Dele, you're asking me if you with your credit card, you're going to get your payment details. Okay, so just drop your name. Okay, yes. Do you have any more questions for me? So while we're all showing our interests in this, in the course, please make sure you drop your phone numbers. That is also very important. Your name and your phone number, please, so that I know who and who is interested in this course, okay? So drop your name and your phone number. Oh, we already gave a discount. We're actually in our 8th anniversary. So the usual price was actually, Lucy, the usual price was actually £299. But because of the discount, the 8th anniversary discount, which we're actually absolutely grateful to God for, and we're super excited about, we gave a discount of 199. Okay? So check the chat box. A link has been sent for the full payment. So you can always tap on that so it's easy for you. Okay.